Hi to Capricorn and welcome to your general tarot read for the month of November. So love and romance readings will be coming out soon. If you subscribe to the channel, it's completely free. If you hit the notification bell, you can hear when those videos are released. So this is a general reading. It still might be to do with love and romance, but it can also be to do with home life, just your general well-being, how you're feeling just now, employment, just where your focus is in the month of November. When I was tuning into the Capricorn collective energy before starting the reading, what I kept getting was almost like this finger drumming, this like slightly irritated frustration, a slight impatience, but not in a fun way, in a just quite irritated, slightly agitated even is the kind of collective energy that's coming through. So we'll have a look and we'll see what's going on with you. In this reading, we'll look at your focus, your challenges, your inner world, your outer world, and just how your energy is changing at the moment, and getting some advice from the universe. But there is this real... I'm having to keep slowing down my talking because it feels like it's just this, as I say, this come on feeling that I just keep getting from you. So focus for Capricorn in the month of November. Focus for Capricorn in the month of November. Wow, that's a beautiful focus. So we have the Ten of Cups, one of my favourite cards in this deck. Really, really beautiful. So your focus just now is really wanting complete happiness, really wanting the pot at the end of the rainbow, to have just blissful, content feelings in your heart. And maybe this is what you're feeling impatient about, that it's not there at the moment. So we'll find out what your challenge is. What is Capricorn's challenge for the month of November? What is Capricorn's? So we have the Emperor being your challenge here. This is what's crossing you. So if we look at these two cards together, so you're wanting this total happiness, but there's something which is getting in your way, or that you're feeling is a challenge. And it's coming out as being the Emperor. The Emperor is normally a very, very strong, powerful card. I'm getting the feeling that you're not feeling in control as much of a situation that you'd like to be. You're wanting to be in the driving seat somewhere. You're wanting to have complete control over something, to have complete confidence over something. And that's what's challenging you, because you can't get to this happiness because you're just feeling that... I keep using the word male energy, because this is very much to do with divine male as such, that there's somebody quite powerful, potentially, who are very strong and confident about something, which is blocking you. It's not coming through particularly clearly. I'm just going to get a clarification for the Emperor. Okay. So you've got the Nine of Cups in reverse. So it does feel like there's a very domineering male energy in your life which is halting your happiness. This is the Nine of Cups. You want to move into the Ten of Cups, and the one thing between your Ten of Cups, the one thing which is coming in between you, is a male energy. So this could be an actual partnership you're in. So it could be somebody that you're in a partnership that you're wanting to move away onto somebody else. It could just be that there's a male authority figure which is in some way you feel is stopping your happiness in some way. So it could be some rule or regulation that you're being given by male energy which is stopping you move towards your happiness. But you do feel that there is somebody who is stopping you. There is a very strong energy which you feel is just completely getting in your way, actually, really getting in your way at the moment. And I think this is what you're feeling, a bit agitated and irritated, because you don't feel you can stop this person. You don't feel that you have any control over this. It feels like they're controlling the situation in November, and that's what you're feeling so agitated about, because they're your barrier. They're stopping you moving somewhere. They're stopping you get your cup. It's a very heavy energy which is in the middle. It feels very like it's sitting on you. It's weighing down on you, and you kind of, get off me. that's kind of the energy it's getting. It's feeling that you're very agitated by an energy, a very strong, domineering energy in your life at the moment. What is happening in Capricorn's inner world? We have the Ace of Swords. So the inner world is like your emotions, your feelings, just what you're thinking about. And in Capricorn's outer world, we get the King of Cups. My Etsy store is opening soon, selling painted online crystals, and it does have zodiac signs. So if you're interested in hearing about when that's opening, just check the description box down below. What energy is Capricorn coming from? What energy is Capricorn coming from? What energy is Capricorn moving away from? So we have the Two of Swords. What energy is Capricorn moving into? You have two cards come out here. You've got the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Swords. Get some clarification on your court cards there, your Knight of Swords and your Queen of Swords. Just get one for it. You have the Two of Wands here. So your outer world is filled with, you feel like there's an awful lot of love in it. This might be from one person, or you might just be feeling very, very supported just now. It's not gender specific with it being the King of Cups, but it's very much, the outer world is very much to do with your actions, and the King is the action. So you're having lots of loving actions happen towards you. So there's lots of love in your environment that you're getting or you're giving. There's an incredible amount of love in November. But I don't feel it's with this energy here, because this energy you're feeling is stopping you get towards your happiness. And surrounding you in your past and in your present and also in your mind, it's all swords. So it could be that you're dealing with an air, so a Libra, Aquarius or Gemini, air sign here. Or it could just be that you're very, very in your head. This is what this thought pattern's coming from. I keep getting this finger tapping, but it's not just waiting. It's quite angry. It's quite agitated here. And this energy that you're coming out of this energy, you're feeling trapped between these two swords, this blindfold that you can't do anything. And this is the energy which I feel this is about. You don't feel that you can do anything about this Emperor here. This person who you feel is controlling your life. You're feeling as if you were trapped and you were at a crossroads. You just didn't know how to move. You don't know how to move. It still feels like you don't quite know how to move past this. And the energy you're moving into is with the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Swords here. And with this, I get you stepping from one end to the other. So it's like in November, you're going to have a very quick progression into feeling like actually making quite swift motion, quite swift movement. So I think whoever this Emperor is, in November, you're going to be able to be removing them. The thing which is the barrier to your happiness, I think you're going to make a very, very quick, fast movement forward here. And you're going to, as I say, you're going to be rushing in with some kind of thought process or plan, and you're going to quickly start to feel much more in control. The Queen of Swords is very controlled energy. She's feeling very stable and more relaxed in your mind, because your mind feels quite heavy at the beginning of November, especially with the weight of this Emperor energy on you, and it feels like you're going to be standing up straight again, but you are cutting something from your life, because this is what you're trying to do. The Ace of Swords here, you're trying to have a new beginning somewhere, and your inner feelings are very much focused on you're thinking about how to get this heavy energy removed from your life. You're trying to have a new start. You're trying to get to your Ten of Cups, and so you're very, very in your head, thinking and planning. And so although you feel that you don't have any control over this, it's like you're constantly thinking, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? But you are going to be having fast progression into thinking, what can I do, to taking action and actually feeling back in control of it. And you have the two of wands here, which is clarifying this card. And this feels to me very much like it's very much that you are going to come up with your plan. So whatever it is you're thinking and trying to work out, how do I get here? How do I get my happiness? You are going to be coming into an energy where the future becomes a little bit clearer to you. The way forward is going to become more clear to you by the end of November. You're moving into this energy. You're feeling back in control, having a plan, and being able to get to the point where all that you're focused on is your Ten of Cups here. So we'll get some more clarity from the universe of Capricorn's inner world. Just looking at the energy that you've come from in your inner world, your thoughts and your feelings, and the energy that you're moving into in November. Capricorn's inner world. Because it feels that you're starting off really feeling quite tightly wound up. The inner world for Capricorn. Inner world for Capricorn. What energy is passing at this time? Inner world for Capricorn. So we have the Three of Cups here. Inner world for Capricorn. What are they moving into? What are they moving into? We have the Four of Pentacles. And for Capricorn's outer world, what energy are they moving away from, and what energy are they moving into? So we have the Four of Swords in reverse. And the Four of Wands in reverse. So with your inner world, it was a bit crowded. This Emperor energy is what was crowding you. The Three of Cups can mean different things in different places. Sometimes it's rejoiceful. This doesn't feel rejoiceful because it's coming with this Two of Swords and this Four of Swords down here. And it feels very much like there was just too many things in your life. And it was starting to recognise that this Emperor, which is stopping you go from your Nine of Cups, which is upside down, to your Ten of Cups, had to be removed from it. So this potentially as a third party needs to be removed for you to get to your happiness. It could just be that the Emperor is something that's weighing very heavily on your mind that you don't feel you've got any control of. So it could be an aspect of your life that is just taking up so much time that's stopping you get here. But it's something which is too busy. There was something too much. There was something in your life which you could recognise is really not getting to your happiness, and you're now in the place of realising that it needs to be completely cut from your life, and so you can start a new life somewhere as such. And whatever it is that you're going to be planning, it feels that you're going to be playing your cards very close to your chest. So I think in November you're very much still in the planning stage here, because you've got your planning card here. You're moving from you will be making some decisions on how to tackle this Emperor, but it feels very much that you're not going to be letting on to anyone in November. Really what you're doing is like you're gathering your thoughts. So you felt very trapped, you knew what you want, and now you're making plans, but you're gathering information. You're not making actually removing the Emperor as such, whatever the Emperor is for you, but you're making these plans and you're just setting up the foundations for it. Because in your outer world, you've got the Four of Swords in reverse here, so there's still a lot of thought processes going on. But this is a card of rest, and it does feel that you have stopped resting on something. So if you were in a pause state where you didn't know how to tackle the crowd in your life, you're starting to realise how to tackle it. You're not resting anymore. You're wanting to take action. This is what this tapping is. You're really wanting to move forward, because your outer world is really crying out for this King of Cups here. It's really crying out for this loving energy to be in your life. And the energy that you're moving into is the Four of Wands in reverse. This is why it feels more like November is very much about the planning situation rather than actually taking complete action. It feels more like you're gathering things, because your outer world is still feeling very there's a life situation which is feeling very, very discontent. It's not how you want it to be. It's not looking like the happy family, the everything that you want, the happy home. It's still upside down in November. So although from somewhere you're having an awful lot of love, which is why it's potentially to do with a third party as such, but your actual home life in November is going to remain being unsettled and not feeling very content, but you are making plans. You're starting to feel more like you have a plan. It's just more like you have a plan, really. So getting some guidance from the universe. Just for Capricorn's inner world in November. Guidance from the universe. You have the Page of Swords. Guidance from the universe for general energy. Guidance from the universe for general energy. Oh. You have the Queen of Pentacles, beautiful. And guidance for the energy for Capricorn's outer world. Capricorn's outer world. Oh, beautiful. You have the Star. You have the Star. You have quite a lot of court cards in your reading in general. This is why it feels it's very much to do with an overcrowding of people, very much to do that there's too many people in the home at the moment. It could be for some of you, you're wanting someone to leave the home, maybe you're even a landlady or lord who's wanting to shift a particularly tricky tenant or something, but it's feeling very, very crowded here. So you have the Page of Swords here in your inner world. I feel very much that the universe is saying you're gathering the cards to your chest, you're keeping your plans and your ideas very much to yourself, and you're just being told that's the right thing to do. The Page of Swords is quite a new, fast action, but it's slightly immature, and I don't mean in a childish way. It's immature as in it's not fully formed. It's not fully formed yet. So whatever this plan is that you're making, whatever these thoughts are that you're gathering to get to your Ten of Cups, it really is saying, yes, your thoughts are still quite new. They're not fully formed yet. You're not ready to take action. So it feels as if you already know that in yourself. It's not quite the right time to take action with something. And it's really telling you to bide your time, to wait until this develops more into the Knight of Swords, which you have here. So it's saying don't push it quite. Let the plan fully develop. You don't need to rush in. So although in your head you can transform yourself from feeling out of control into control, not to actually action it, not to take action on it. For your general energy, for the guidance, you have the Queen of Pentacles. I think what you're being reminded here, that all the things that you feel out of control of, you have more control over than you realise. You have more than you realise. You're a lot more stable than you realise. I think your Emperor that you feel is a huge problem is actually less of a problem than you realise for some reason. So when you're making this plan or whatever, I think you're going to find that it's going to be easier than you were expecting. It's going to be a lot easier than you were expecting, but just bide your time, get it all right, make sure you don't rush in with harsh words, because they will cause some problems. Whereas if you take it slowly, if you slow it down, because here you have got the Page, the King, the Queen, there is this rushing, and it is saying hold back, slow it down, nice and steady, go in there feeling grounded, make your plans in November feeling very grounded, not from this agitated state. I think that's what it is. This is very agitated, and it's saying calm down. It's really saying it might feel uncomfortable in your life just now. There might be something about your life which is not feeling how you'd like it to. You're feeling discontent, but slow it down. It's all right, because actually what's coming into your life is the Star card, which is absolutely beautiful. So in the centre of your reading, you have the Ten of Cups that you're working towards, and the very last card in your reading, you have the Star card. This is your wish fulfillment card. This is your dreams coming true. This is happening. This is coming into your world. This Ten of Cups that you're wanting to step onto, the Emperor is literally going to be going into the background, and you don't need to worry about it quite so much. You need to slow it down, and you're very right in holding it back a little bit and just carry on planning, because it's all going to work out. It's all going to work out how you want. It's just losing that agitated, stuck in your head, feeling a bit trapped feeling that you're kind of focused on at the moment. So I hope that's been helpful. Please like the video if you found it useful, and leave a comment below. I'd love to hear how you found it. If you haven't subscribed already, please hit the subscription button. It is completely free, and if you hit the notification bell, you can hear when more videos come out. If you're interested in a personal reading, all the information about that is below in the description box, along with information on my Etsy store. And I hope you have a wonderful month and find that tapping irritation calms down and you feel more in control and happier about how you're moving forward from November into December. And have a good month.